All right, thanks for joining us again. Let's get started connecting to our database inside of HEX. So you're going to go to hex.tech. That's the URL for this website. I'll leave that link in the description. And I'm in an incognito tab, so I'm going to go through the flow from the beginning, just like you. I'm going to hit Get Started in the top right corner. And this is going to be a pretty standard sign up process. So I'm going to register with a dummy email, and we are off. It is going to go through a verification process, and I believe once you open that link in your email, you are going to see a page just like this, and we are rolling. Awesome. So HEX is going to ask you to name your workspace. I think the default is totally fine. Some survey questions. It's going to be just me doing some ad hoc analysis, and I'm going to be focusing on just SQL. Let's get rolling. Now, here's the part where you want to follow along closely. We want to establish this connection to the database that I've created. So let's go ahead and add a new data connection. We are going to be using Postgres, so that's this top right database format. All of these are some database types that you may have seen. Postgres is one of the more common ones, and it's what I've been using to create the Chocolate Factory. So when we click this, we're going to be brought to a pretty standard screen where we are going to create a new database called the Chocolate Factory. And this is just an arbitrary name. Where things start to matter is in the database info. So all this information is going to be available in the description of the video. So the host is kind of like a URL where the database lives. The port is an arbitrary number that just signifies how, or I think of it like a door that's allowing you into the database. The database name here is going to be Chocolate Factory. And then your username and password, the username is going to be student, assuming you are someone who's going to be following along with this tutorial. I've set up this account to have read-only access to the database, meaning you won't be able to delete any data or add new records. It's purely for practicing ad hoc data analysis, which is what this tutorial is all about. The password is going to be available in the description of our YouTube channel page. So if you head on over to our channel page, hit the subscribe button while you're over there if you wouldn't mind, and you're going to see the password available there. And for now, we are good to go. And if all goes well, we are brought to this screen. Just to get started and make sure that we connected successfully, let's make a new workbook. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this introductory flow that HEX has. I just want to create a new SQL cell or a new SQL block. I'm going to select here in this top left my Chocolate Factory database. So now I'm writing SQL against that Chocolate Factory database. And just to make sure it's working, I'm going to do select star from ERP_products. And if this goes well, when I run this, I'll see some data. And that's all we're looking for today. I really appreciate you guys following along, and hopefully you're excited to dive in and